I don't like the fact that my hair is growing gray. I'm losing hair, I'm growing bald. My boobs are too small. If you are experiencing this, or you know somebody who's experiencing this, and you want to get a new perspective on things, and actually know how to resolve these things, then this video is for you. Like, subscribe, and share. Hi, welcome to a new video of mine. I would like you to have a look at a short piece of a video to see one or two men how, just watch it. Try to get a sense of the energy. And without judgment. Now you've seen these men. Now have a look at these women. We see Pamela Anderson, which was, let's say, the one who launched the tsunami of plastic surgery, breast enlargement. Now we see some plastic surgery that went wrong. I believe these are famous pictures. And we also see how you can have big boobs, big ass, big hips, but not permanently, without surgery. Available on Amazon, on AliExpress, you name it. So, the reason I'm recording this video is because a friend of mine sent me the first part, the guys at the hairdresser. And although several of these men look really happy, it's fake. It's not real. And something in me always has been wondering, why do people do this? Changing the color of the hair. Putting implants. Putting add-ons, like adding pieces of hair and sticking it to the hair, or whatever they do. Wigs. Botox. Silicone. Oh, and silicone, not just here, not just in the breast. You have silicone that can be put anywhere. Have bigger ass, bigger hips, even in your legs to make your muscles look bigger. Probably also biceps. Why? Oh, we know Michael Jackson. Well, in his case, things started because he had skin disease, and he also had an accident where part of his hair and his skull was burned. I myself have had a girlfriend long ago who had in her youth an accident. She got burned, and so she had laser treatment. She had plastic surgery done to help repair the damage. And not just after the surgery, but after the accident, but years and years later, every time, step by step, repairing more. Because you cannot just change everything. Maybe today with new technologies there's more possible, but back then you literally had to take a piece of skin from somewhere and glue it somewhere else. Now they can take a tiny piece that will not even leave a scar and grow it to be a carpet, if you want. My question is, why do people do this? And a friend of mine who sent it to me was like, yeah, people grow older and they don't like how they look, or they lose their hair, they grow bald, they cannot accept it. Well, oh, and for women, gray hair. Ooh, total disaster. I have a gray hair. Yeah, and then what? What will happen? You will not be number one on the market anymore. For men who are only looking at the physical aspect of a woman? Yeah, if you're a loyal viewer of my channel, this probably doesn't apply to you, because you don't want men just to judge you for how big your ass is, or your boobs are, or the color of your hair. You want people to like you for who you are, and otherwise to fuck off. I started growing white hair back in 2009, 2008, 2009. And I was making the joke, gray hair, that's old age. White hair is wisdom. And although you could resonate with this, I just found a way to look at it with a smile. I don't really care that my hair is growing white. There are guys who are in their 20s who already have gray hair. Some people grow it overnight. I know women who have gray or white hair who look amazing. Not because they're having wonderful bodies, because their energy, they radiate. And this brings us to, why are people getting this way? Because it's in the genes. Well, I heard recently something and it really resonated with me. It said, when you have certain genes, you have the predisposition. It means you have a higher chance of getting something, getting the illness, or losing your hair, or growing gray early, or whatever. But it doesn't mean it has to happen. So white hair started to grow here 2008, 2009. That is long ago. Most people would have been completely white or gray already. I'm not. Why? Because the quality of my life changed. Because the levels of stress in my life went down. Because I worked on myself. So that's number one. Number two, fighting and resisting the changes in you, in your body, in general makes things worse. It's not resolving anything. What I did was starting to work more on my inner peace. And that slowed down the process. At the same time, like I said, having white hair means wisdom. And we all can visualize now some guy with long white hair and white beard, and that being a very wise man or a wise woman or a wise cat. No, you're not so wise. I have a white cat laying next to me. She is everything but wise or smart. Every defect in your body, whether it's pain, injury, inflammation, or a transformation, let's say a degeneration, has an energetic origin. You have stress, you grow older. You reduce the levels of stress, you build inner peace, you grow younger. When I was 24, 26, 27, up to 30, I looked much older than I look today. Because I had a very stressful period in my life. Losing my mother when I was 24, having a job where I was being taught to stand up for myself. Not by a mentor or so, but by horrible bosses. Who I'm grateful to, by the way, because thanks to them and some other people who were bullying me and stuff like that, I learned to stand up for myself and set boundaries. Once I started doing this, things started to change in my life. Adding on top of that, I started working on my inner peace. I look the way I look today. I didn't sleep much for the last few nights, but hey, I still look okay. Yeah, maybe you can see that I'm a bit tired, but just look around and you will see so many people who look so much older. I mean, I get shocked. I see men who are in the 40s and they look older than me. Men my age generally look much older than me. And yes, in my case, when my hair is really short, I look younger. I like it very short because it's more practical. No maintenance. Every 2 or 3 weeks, I do it myself. 10 minutes later, no maintenance for a few weeks. And this actually I learned from an uncle of mine who started to grow gray and losing hair. And his trick was keeping it really short so you wouldn't see it. Actually, it looked good on him. Especially since he spent quite some time outside. So he had a nice tan and made him look good. So if you have some part of your body that starts to degrade, look at your lifestyle, what you're eating. Stop drinking alcohol. Stop smoking. Stop eating refined sugars. Stop eating processed food. Start eating more raw food. Start doing intermittent fasting, which will help you. These things also will help you to lose weight. I lost 10 kilos in the last 6 months without torturing myself. And still sometimes eating something off that list that I said stop doing that. Sometimes it happens. Start working on your inner peace through meditation in whatever form or shape. And I do share on my website several techniques, easy to apply in your daily life, no matter how busy it is. Oh, being always busy? Work on that. Get less busy. And one very important thing. Accept yourself for who you are. I repeat, accept yourself for who you are. I know, it's a difficult one. And even I myself, I'm not there yet 100%. But it's something I'm working on. And every time I take a step on that journey, I see improvement. I feel improvement. I see results in my life. So that's one of the things I help my clients with also. All these things that I have been describing, I do teach them. I have many tips and tools on my website. Which actually there's a whole tab for it with, I think, 10 sub-pages. With more sub-pages. Tips and tools on many different aspects of our lives. They're all free. I think about 20-25% are videos or text written by me, and the rest is information I found that I felt would help me and help others. So I put them there. And by the way, this segment of my website, which is the biggest by far, originated during a weekly networking event that I was attending for entrepreneurs, where everyone, when introducing himself, he also had to recommend something to the group, something the others would benefit from, whether it would be a book, a movie, a workshop, whatever, a practice. And that's how it started. So I started collecting the things I was saying weekly, and then more and more got added. And then when certain things would show up in front of me, and I would feel like, oh, this is an aspect that is widely spread, or people on my path are dealing with this. I have some insights, or I know some stuff regarding it. Well, let's put it there, make it available. I have one segment which is on new age children. It came back on my path, and it's, I believe, at least in the last 6 years, it was the most viewed part of my website. People Googling would come on my website, not to work with me, but they were looking for information on how to deal or understand their children. We all have challenges. We all have had experiences that influenced us, in a good way and in a bad way. When I say bad way, it means teaching us a lesson. But it is what we do with all these things that determines who we become, how much closer we become to our true selves, how much closer we grow with our souls and become one with our souls. So if you are considering changing your hair, changing the way you look, or any of these things, take a moment to feel what in me is really causing me to be insecure about this or that. Because women with white or gray hair can look good, can still attract nice men if that's what you're looking for. Bald men, men with gray hair, with white hair, can also still attract women if that's what they're looking for. These people can also get good jobs if they're the right fit for it. If the company, the people working there, is the right fit for them. The way you look is a reflection from what's inside you. So you don't like what you see? Well, it means you don't like what's inside you. So two things that you can do there. Start by accepting who you are in this moment, and then start investigating, maybe with some help from a coach like me, to see what is not in alignment with who you truly are. What got twisted, transformed because of what people told you, what you learned at school, what your parents taught you, or something you experienced. Oh, and by the way, asking for help is not weakness. It's the opposite. It's a sign of strength, and that you do value your well-being. See you next video. Like, subscribe, and share.